first and third Thursday at 10 a.m. here on WOCA 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source.
Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA.
Ocala.
All right, 9 minutes before 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. I think Google Earth has a feature. I haven't tried it, and I heard about it a long time ago, so I don't know if they still do this, where there was a thing you could slide and go back in time, and like let's say you're hovering on that street view. What do they call that thing? The sky, the Earth, Google Earth, where you're looking at New York City, let's say, and you're looking at it the way it looks now. Then you move the little knob over to the left, and next thing you know, you can see the World Trade Center towers, the ones that were destroyed, and then you go back even further, and you can see before the World Trade Center was even built. And you can see the changing, landscape from different perspectives. And I don't know if that's possible anymore. I haven't heard about it in a while, but it was a cool feature that I heard about. Okay. But you couldn't put it back a million years. You can't go a million years. And you certainly can't go forward a million years. In the local museum over at the Silver River Museum, there's a dinosaur skeleton there. I guess it's a dinosaur. It's about 20 feet tall.
Yes.
You think? It's got fangs that are, I think the fang is about half the length of my whole body.
Yeah, it's huge.
The curator over there says the thing could run, when it was alive, could run 70 miles an hour, and it could climb trees.
Right.
And I said, well, I'm dead. If that was alive right now, I'd be dead.
Exactly.
It's amazing how much the landscape changes in your lifetime, let alone in hundreds of years, let alone in a million years. So National Geographic has thought about this, and they have put together a new 6-part series called Year Million. And Dave O'Connor is on the phone. He's an Emmy Award-winning executive producer, the executive producer of the National Geographic channel show that we're talking about called Year Million. My gosh, this is a visionary thing. Dave Connor, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Larry. How are you today?
I'm good. Did it hurt your brain to try to think what life would be like in a million years?
Oh man, my brain has been taxed beyond the limits of its meager capacities for sure. This is mind-bending stuff, and it's really, really exciting. It's sometimes terrifying. It's sometimes really optimistic, but it genuinely has changed the way I look at the world for sure.
In I think it was 69 or 68, I saw the movie called 2001: A Space Odyssey, and I was thinking in the year 2001 we're going to have a colony on the moon. It hasn't happened. It might still happen. They might have been off by a few. Arthur Clarke might have been off by a few years, but in a million years, oh my gosh! So how do you look to the future that far? How do you kind of figure it out?
Well, the good thing about thinking a million years into the future is nobody's going to be around to prove us wrong. So that's one thing that frees you up a little bit. So what we like to do was say, okay, let's start with the technologies of today that people are really working on hard in big companies, universities, government labs all across the world. And how are these technologies going to evolve with us over time, and how are we going to bring the right people to the table to guide us through this? So what we did was go to some of the world's best futurists, engineers, physicists, but also science fiction writers, because as you noted, people like Arthur Clarke, Asimov, and others set forth a lot of the ideas in their work 50, 60, 70 years ago that are actually technologies today. And so we wanted to bring that into the mix too, because a lot of what drives innovation in the world is human imagination. And when people put out new ideas into the world, it might inspire a 7, 8, 9-year-old kid to go into the science world and try to make that thing real. And a lot of these people we talked to were very much inspired by science fiction. So that's kind of our starting point, is really like great minds, the science of today that's going to shape our future, and let's figure out how to build from there.
Wow. Are we populating the planets? I'm guessing by a million years from now, we've probably got an entire second, at least a second planet populated by then.
we're going to need to. I think when you look at the work that NASA and SpaceX and other companies are doing right now on Mars missions, we'll have human beings on Mars in the next 25 years, and I say that with a high degree of confidence based on the conversations we've had. So it's imperative that if humanity wants to survive in the long run, we have to get not just to other planets, but to many other planets, and we have to get not just other planets in the solar system. Ultimately, we have to get out of this solar system because our sun has an expiration date.
And you have different episodes, and one of the very first episodes that you have is about diseases and how to prolong human life.
Yeah, absolutely. So that episode comes out on next Monday night, and we're really excited about it because it delves into, again, some of the science of today, from genetics to nanotechnology to advances in medicine that will radically extend human life from 80 years to 200 years to, ultimately nearly infinite life. So that raises all sorts of questions about what it means to be human, what it means to our own relationships, what it means to what we would do with our time. If you've got all this time and freedom in your hands, what do you do with it?
Yeah, what do you say in your wedding vow? Till death do us part. Oh my God!
Seriously.
You say till I change my mind.
But we might have to completely rethink everything we know about relationships.
Yeah,
so it's mind-blowing.
Well, let me ask you about that. Not just personal relationships, but just human relationships. I mean, we're at war so much in the history of mankind. What's the word I'm looking for here, Robin? Is that explored? As far as, will we still be at war with each other, or will we figure out a way to live in peace finally?
Well, I think we absolutely have to confront that, and these technologies have the ability to go in many different directions. And I think one of the things we try to explore in this show is a point of view that, this is not the only path of the future, but this is the path that we're guided through on this particular journey. And we created this fictional family of the future and put them through these circumstances that the technology and the future worlds might shape. And certainly conflict is a big part of that. And it's we don't take a position on will we all have world peace or will we be a constant battle, but we raise issues like, well, will we band together if we had a common language? Will we join together if we have to confront a huge problem like the Earth is totally uninhabitable and we all have to go somewhere else? So those are the kind of things that we try to look at.
And you guys always do such a great job with everything you do, and your personal credentials are outstanding. Dave, thank you for being on the air with us. What an honor. We have to make sure we tune in. National Geographic's new 6-part series. The first one aired already. The first on the 15th, I believe, right?
Yes.
Absolutely, yeah. It came out Monday. And thank you both so much. It was great speaking with you.
All right. Any website you want to direct us to? Just nationalgeographic.com?
nationalgeographic.com, and it's on demand, and it's on the website now, and new episodes come out every Monday.
Oh my gosh, I'm checking it out for sure. Thank you, Dave. Thank you for telling us about this. We'll be right back.
OCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. President Trump pushing back against questions about his presidential campaign and the appointment of a special counsel to probe Russian involvement in the U.S. election.
I respect the move, but the entire thing has been a witch hunt.
Speaking to reporters yesterday, in a few hours, he'll take off on his first foreign trip since taking office. The first